Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk to you about eating out while still losing weight. Now, I am not going to be the one to recommend that you do that, okay? But I have been traveling. I've been celebrating birthdays, traveled to a few different places, Hawaii, I was in Jackson Hole, where else? Miami. Anyway, I've been to a lot of places in the last few weeks, and obviously I've had to eat out a lot, and guess what? I still lost 10 pounds, which is crazy to me. But I wanted to share that with you because I feel like a lot of times we think I'm gonna travel, so I'm gonna automatically gain weight. Like it's already a done deal. And I wanna tell you and show you that that's not the case. So I wanted to share a few things that I opted for when I was eating out. I think one of the hardest things is like going to a diner and then you're like, oh my God, there's pancakes and waffles and just all the carbs, right? So while I was in Jackson Hole, I went to this little, it was just like a really cute restaurant, and the vibe was just so cute. And of course there's a lot of breads and pastries and I'm wanting all of it, but I was also thinking like, I have a goal in mind and I don't want to ruin it. Now, I don't know if this happens to you. It definitely happens to me. Once I start eating carbs, I crave more carbs. You know, I just didn't want to go down that black hole and like roll in the dirt, just completely fall off the wagon. So one of the things that you can always order, okay, and this is what I ordered eggs. So it was 3 eggs with sliced tomatoes instead of hash brown, and then I still had the bacon. You can even add butter on top of your eggs. When I had that meal, I literally did not get hungry, even for a snack, until dinner. And while I was out there, I also had steak. So whenever I go out to like a steakhouse, super easy. You already know we're getting the steak. I like a ribeye, medium rare or medium to medium rare, sliced, and then I always get a side of mushrooms and probably like a side of asparagus. If I'm having a salad, it's either the wedge salad or a Caesar salad. Caesar salad, no croutons. Guys, there are so many delicious foods you can eat that are so filling. They're gonna keep you on track and they're gonna keep you from gaining weight. I know we all wanna eat like chips and salsa and we wanna have, you know, like bread and dessert and all of that, right? Hey, if you travel once in a while, knock yourself out, you know, enjoy it. But like if you're someone that is constantly always on the go, you're eating out, then that's where you have to be a lot more mindful, especially if you're actually trying to see the scale move, okay? Now, all of this stuff that I'm talking to you about, I have it in my meal plan. I put everything in there for you, from intermittent fasting, how to do it, how long to do it, what to break your fast with, what to eat for breakfast. But what if you get hungry in between breakfast and lunch or breakfast and dinner? What to snack on to keep you on track and really actually see that scale move. And no, you don't have to work out and kill yourself at the gym. I'll be honest, I have not been consistent at the gym at all for the last few months, and I've seen the most results in the last 7 years. So this is my lowest weight in 7 years, okay? And it's because I've been following exactly what I put out for you. The reason why I even made this meal plan is because I wanted it to be super structured so that anybody who opened it can do exactly what I'm doing now and get the same results. So anyway, I have that put together. It's in the description below. Grab it and do it. Start it with me now. So another thing that I like to do is when I go to a Mexican restaurant, I'm Mexican, I love Mexican food. I love my guac with salsa and chips, especially when they're nice and warm. But when you have a goal and you're really trying to get there and you really want that scale to be moving, you cannot have chips, because just think about it. A tortilla is about this big, corn tortilla. So you figure about, let's say 4 to 5 tortilla chips is equal to a tortilla. So think about how many tortillas you have when you go to a Mexican restaurant. A little bowl of chips is probably like 10 tortillas. Okay, so if you think about it and you think about the calories and the carbs, and then, you know, it's a whole thing. But at least I do have some tortillas that are low carb and only 30 calories, and they taste just like the real deal. I make tortilla chips, I make tacos, I make all Mexican food. Anything that involves a corn tortilla, I use these, and I'll leave those linked in the description below for you as well. I do have a discount code, which is low carb love, and they make the best homemade tortilla chips and stuff like that. So What I do when I go to a Mexican restaurant and I'm eating out and I want to enjoy like the guac and salsa like everyone else, I order, they usually do a side of cucumbers, or they have like a little platter where they do like cucumbers, radishes, and carrots. Sometimes it's just carrots, sometimes it's whichever veggies they have, but you know they always have cucumber. So I always do that. And one thing that I like to do is get like, if they have a Mexican Caesar, or if they have something that has like a cilantro dressing, something creamy, because creamy dressings do not have sugar for the most part. I usually opt for something like that. And then for my protein, I go for salmon, I go for shrimp. Like just last week, I went to a Mexican restaurant here in town and it was so delicious. It was a like a Mexican salad with a cilantro, kind of like a cilantro ranch dressing. And I got blackened shrimp. It was so good. And these are options that you can do instead of getting enchiladas, tacos, taquitos, anything. Like all of these meals are very carb heavy, very much comfort foods, and trust me, I love them, but right now I'm definitely not having them. So if you're eating out and you want something that's delicious and still filling, then opt for a salad, and then do like you can even do birria on top of your salad. I've done it before, it's so good. So that's something that I recommend doing when you are at a Mexican restaurant. Another thing for alcohol, because a lot of times when you go out and you're celebrating with friends and stuff like that, you're like, OMG, I don't have, I want to have like a little drink. You can always take a little packet of electrolytes. So your favorite electrolytes, I like the ones from Ultima, and I can leave those linked in the description below for you as well. Just take the little packet and you ask for vodka soda or vodka and water, and then you just over ice, so on the rocks. Whenever I do feel like having a cocktail, I'm not a big drinker, but if I do have something like that, that's what I'm opting for. Or like a vodka Red Bull, sugar-free, something like that. I will say it's usually best just to stay away from alcohol altogether. But if you're out and you're like, hey, it's a birthday party, hey, it's a celebration, whatever, you can do it. It's not gonna ruin all your progress. It might stall you for a day, but it might be worth it for you. So another thing I love to do, oh my gosh, like if I'm out and about and I'm like riding around, I just had it last week, protein style burger from In-N-Out. Oh my gosh, they're so good. I love the ones from In-N-Out, but you could literally have a protein style burger from McDonald's, from Jack in the Box, from any place. I'm not saying they're the healthiest. I'm just saying these are things that you can have that I've had in the past month and I've still lost weight. These are things that I have once in a while, okay? They're not things that I'm having, on repeat, but you can have them and still see results and not fall off track. Now, in terms of dinners, so dinners are very easy as well. I think it just depends on your mentality. Like, of course, there's always gonna be bread, there's always gonna be butter, there's gonna be like appetizers like calamari that's fried and it's also battered. So unless the calamari is grilled, do not have that. Of course, you have your steaks. You can do ribeyes, you can do filet mignon, you can do prime rib, you can do all of that. Then you have shrimp, you have scallops, you have chicken, you have salmon, all of these proteins, and then veggies. So I know that a lot of times when you go out to dinner, you want to have maybe like some mashed potatoes or some mac and cheese or whatever the case is. But if you're having a good amount of protein, then just pair it with a veggie that's low in carbs, like mushrooms or asparagus or Brussels sprouts. All of these are low carb and low calorie. So I've eaten a little bit of everything that I've mentioned throughout the last month and still managed to lose 10 pounds on the scale. Now, desserts. So desserts, I know you're not gonna like what I have to say, but desserts are something that I've stayed away from in the last month. If I have had anything, I've had a block, like a little square of chocolate from their Hue chocolates. Those chocolates are clean. So that's why I was craving something sweet one day. And guess what? It caused me to have cravings the next day. So I will say that if it's a once in a while type deal and you think that you're gonna be okay the next day without cravings, or if you have cravings, you're gonna push through, then I would say, hey, enjoy. But if you are a little more like, oof, no, I know me, I will give in, then don't do it. Stick to the plan. Remember, short-term sacrifice for a long-term benefit. Lastly, I would say for snacking, when I'm traveling, I travel with beef jerky for sure. My bag is packed with beef jerky all the time. I also travel with, I was gonna show you, but it's a little far for me. It's the pork rinds. Oh, just like these little pork rinds like this, instead of chips. So sometimes I really just feel like having, I feel like having a crunchy chip. And I'm not eating chips right now. I don't care how healthy they are. I am not eating them. So these have been my friend. I literally have about 4 bags of different flavors, different types in here. And they have been working really well. Now, these also go well. The pork rinds also go really, really well with guac and salsa. Some Mexican restaurants, that's actually how they serve them. Like, they do not serve chips, they serve them with chicharron. That's just a good, you know, a good option to have when you're craving chips and salsa. You know, they're gonna keep you on track and you're not gonna fall off the wagon. But yeah, other than that, I'm trying to think. Drinks, okay. Obviously, drinks are something that people pick up when they're traveling. I do. I'm just very mindful. I do like a cold brew coffee. So I do a little splash of half and half. And if they have stevia, I add it. If they don't, then I just drink it as is and add a little bit of cinnamon. Other than that, I try to do, I love sparkling water. So I love something like a Topo Chico that has like a little splash of lime or lemon. I'm trying to stay away from Coke Zero. I'm trying to stay away from Coke Zero, guys, but it is so hard. I love Coke Zero and I know it's horrible. But even in the last month, I've had it. I can't say I haven't. So, yeah, these are just like some of the things that I've had, you know, throughout the last month and still been able to lose 10 pounds. So I'm really happy about that because it also shows me that as long as I stay on track when I'm traveling, as long as I don't just use the YOLO mentality, like, you know, like, you get what I'm saying? Because I tend to do that a lot. I'm like, YOLO, we're doing it. We're having yogurt. We're having like, you know, I'm just going to try this or that or this pastry and that. And then trust me, it all creeps up and it all adds up. So yeah, if you're someone that likes to eat out a lot, then just know that you can still see results. You can still lose the weight. You just have to be very mindful of what you're actually ordering. But anyways, guys, I hope this was really helpful. I wanted to actually just show you what I had been eating, and hopefully it could be helpful to some of you, because I think a lot of times we have this, like, the misconception of you have to eat 1000% clean in order to see results, and clearly that's not the case. I doubt that I'm the only person that, you know, this has worked for. So again, I have all of this information in my meal guide. I'm gonna have it linked in the description below. Always check the description because I have everything that I use linked in there. I also have other videos that are similar to this one and other just information that could be super, super helpful. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please share my channel, share this video with your friends, family, people that are trying to lose weight. Maybe they're just trying to make healthier choices in their life, or even diabetic. A lot of my recipes on here are diabetic friendly, so they could be really, really helpful. But thank you so much for being here. I love you, and I will see you on my next video. Mwah.